I'm Sazzad. I'm 21 years old, and I'm going to start my university soon next year. I'm the founder and CEO of SDI Academy. So at SDI Academy, we teach migrant workers English that are customized towards their industry as well as incorporates their mother tongue in order to empower them with the communication skills that will enable them to integrate into the society and have the skills to communicate with the rest of the Singaporeans. For me, it's because of my own personal story. When I first came to Singapore, when I was in primary 4, that was about 11 years ago, and I couldn't really speak in English at all. And I had a lot of difficulties interacting with people, getting to school, admission, and etc. And I realized how important English was. And that's when I realized that, the power of communication that can help you to bond with people. So after my O-levels, I was doing a very spontaneous lessons on Sundays in a public bench at a park. And we'll have 3 to 4 students. And then slowly the number increased because they would invite their friends over. And the number keep on increasing to the point where the small bench that we are using could no longer hold all the people that we are having. And because of that, I realized that I could actually impact a lot more people. In my own area, there was about 30,000 migrant workers. So to teach 30,000 migrant workers, I can't use a small bench, right? So I took about 8 months. I was in JC1 at the point of time to come up with the proper materials from different parts on accent training, on proper grammatical nuances and etc. As well as from their perspective back in textbooks back in Bangladesh, and as well as the differences that we have in Singapore itself. So after my last exam of my promotional exam in JC1, I launched SDI Academy, and then we had our first class.
He drank the milk slowly. He drank the milk slowly, and then asked, how much do I owe you? Okay? Next.
She replied, Mother has taught us never to accept pay for a kindness.
Okay, very good. Okay.
In SDI, we have about 4 courses right now. We have 3 for our English courses. One of them is called the Everyday English, that's the basic level, followed by Academic English, which ends up in IELTS exam. And lastly, we have Executive English, that is for professional courses. And the last one that we're starting is called IT Literacy course, that is for their computer skills. This is where it all started. When I was 14, I used to work with migrant workers, and they used to treat me like their younger sibling, and they used to treat me to drinks, they used to have a conversation like a human being about their life in Singapore, their life back at home. And then we really bonded over drinks, and we really cared for one another, and that's how the trust was formed. And my dream was to actually set up a community hospital in the third world countries. And that was where I said I was doing my internships in medical sector, in A-Star, in Singapore General Hospital. And that was my set career path. But of course it diverted and it came towards this where we are right now. And because of that, my studies took a toll. My A-level results got affected, my studies got affected, and my whole career path just changed. For me, there's a lot of sacrifices that came along. I think the biggest one was on my family itself. I wasn't able to spend a lot of time, and a lot of time my sister would actually ask me to take her to different places to show her around and during her school holiday. And I actually didn't go for vacation for the past 2 years. So and a lot of time my family actually planned for vacations to different places, but because I couldn't go, they weren't able to go as well. So because of that, my parents do feel that there's a lot of sacrifices that were made, and most of the time I wouldn't be at home for dinner because I'd be having meetings after my daily activities and etc. So I think these are the biggest problems that I face. And one of my biggest worries is that if someday I have to take care of my parents during their illness, I'd have to make a choice between running the organization as well as taking care of them. So I think that is one of my biggest concern in future.
সবগুলো কিন্তু সহজ আসে না, মানে টপিক সবগুলোই বুঝবেন, কিন্তু সবগুলোই ওই মুহূর্তে বসে লিখতে পারার মতো ধরেন।
Hi, my name is Islam. I'm staying in Singapore 7 years. When I came in Singapore, so that time my supervisor asking working time. He asked me to bring hammer, but I don't know the English, so unfortunately I bring the spade. So for that, my supervisor scolded me. This is wrong. So I face the language problem. Actually, now right now I study in English, so I just thinking myself. Firstly, I'm going to back Bangladesh. So if I feel I'm settled down there, so I'm stay there. Try to do business or married maybe. So if really I face any problem, so I try to go overseas, Europe country. So for this reason, I'm doing the IELTS course. So right now he's doing our teachers, our IELTS class. So he is very friendly and help us always. So if we face any kind of problem for pedagogic things, so he always try to help me. So here are all the new students for IELTS. So they're also very good, very friendly. So we are very good friends. We also sometimes sharing our problem for learning. So if you don't know something problem, so they one by one asking, okay, who know that is better? So someone explain, so we can solve our problem.
So I got to know about the story of Mr. Sarwa, who got injured for an incident that happened in his industry while working and maintaining air conditioning. So for him, there was this leakage that was happening in the air conditioning gas cylinder itself, which was really cold in a way that the temperature was really low, and his hand actually got burnt because of that. And at the point of time, he did not know how to actually handle the situation. So instead of covering the leakage with the proper material that he's supposed to, he actually used his bare hand to stop the leakage. And that's when his hand got charred, and it has to be eventually be amputated because of that issue. So it was really serious issue. And when I heard the story, I was really moved, and I saw the importance of not understanding English and instructions during the safety briefing, and that's what really got me, inspired. It was one of those moments that taught me the importance of English in the workplace.
All right, so you can't say anything, okay? You can't say anything. You have to act, okay? All right.
Okay, go next. What's it called? Okay, where does it stay?
Sazzad is a mutual friend. I met him last year when we at a party, I think a birthday party of a friend. So there we started speaking, and our interests matched. So that's how I became a part of it. So when he came here, obviously he struggled. He didn't know much English, so he had to drop a few grades. I think he wanted to enroll in grade 4 or 5, but he had to drop a few grades. So that stuck with him, as in he felt the struggles of not knowing English in a mostly English-spoken country. So that's the compassion that he has. That's the drive that gives him the ability to do such a wonderful thing.
Up on stage to share his experience helping foreign workers here in Singapore. Mr. Sazzad, please.
Migrant workers are about 3 times more likely to suffer from workplace accidents compared to the natives, that is local Singaporeans. And that shows the correlation between language barrier as well as the workplace accidents.
Vomit. V-O-M-I-T. Vomit. V-O-M-I-T. Vomit.
I'm Shafkat. I am in NUS 4th year. I'm studying law, and I'm from Bangladesh, so I'm a foreign student, and I work as a teacher here part-time. And so right now what we're doing is we are taking a test. So this test comprises of 2 components, the writing test and the listening test. So all the students are not here, but yeah, so right now they're just giving the listening test, and like very soon they're gonna start the writing test. So basically the problem is we have to do it on the weekends, so mainly Sunday, because they work 5 days a week, and even on Saturdays they have to do overtime. So on Sunday, that's their only free day. They have to come here and like do their classes and stay quite late. Like usually it ends at 10. Bhutan.
Because they think nothing of telling you about themselves and their opinions in seminar groups.
অনেক ভালো, সুন্দর সুন্দর লাগছে।
The most inspiring thing about them is they could be easily at Mustafa right now, drinking with their buddies or having fun with maybe the girls, whatever. So, but they choose this over that. So that makes me wonder, as in what's motivating them, as in the desire to learn, even at this juncture of life where life is so difficult, as in they work 6 days a week and they provide for their families. They don't have much left, and even with that small amount of money that they save up, they are attending this course, as in what motivates them. This is truly inspiring, as in they have so little and yet they are so driven to learn. So I guess this is the most important thing.
And second is, after you do a lot of work, how do you feel?
Yes.
He said tired, is it correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone have any different answer?
Yes.
Any other answer?
Test. Test.
Not test.
Nervous.
After working a lot.
Yes.
Nervous.
Not nervous.
After working a lot,
After you work,
how we feel?
after you come back home, after you work the whole day, how do you feel? Somebody just said correctly.
Can be nervous.
No, you don't feel nervous after you work the whole day.
Tired.
Nervous is before your exam, right? Okay. You said tired. Okay, the answer is tired. Tired. Everybody, repeat after me. Tired. Tired. So after the whole day of work, you feel very tired. Okay, very good. Thanks. Okay. I had this student called Rahman. He's really introverted and very shy in class, and he doesn't really respond that much. But he's a very hardworking person. So and we didn't really know that he had a different side to him until we actually had this social outreach program where we took them down to Bishan Park for a picnic, and we had sports activities. We had various drama and songs, various activities planned for these people, and he was playing. He was playing really well in soccer, which we didn't know that he had the skills to. And he was the man of the match for that match that we had. And I was really happy. And then we saw him that he really was performing in the field. So, I mean, we saw a different side of him. And because of that, ultimately, his confidence level really increased in the class. And he was really happy after that point of time. So in the long run, maybe in 5 years' time, I hope to see that there would be a community space where there wouldn't be any kind of barrier between the Singaporean as well as the migrant workers, where they would feel comfortable interacting and actually being engaged with one another.
Globalization has become a buzzword in the new era of international relations.